Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another installment on my Friday weekly series that I like to call News Flash Friday. This is a series where we take a look at some big news regarding everything Nintendo and other things on this channel for you all in a flash on a Friday. Let's see what we have going on today. We already have some breaking news regarding Super Mario Odyssey getting a perfect score. Super Mario Odyssey has been given another review for Nintendo Switch. The latest Super Mario Odyssey review is courtesy of the Japanese publication Famitsu, which rewarded the upcoming Switch exclusive a score of a 39 out of 40. It may not be a perfect 40 out of 40, but it's still extremely positive, and it is the highest scoring game in the issue. Edge Magazine previously awarded the game 10 out of 10, explaining that while Mario may be getting on a bit, the Nintendo icon is no dinosaur. The review also praises the different Cappy transformations, the soundtrack, and the boss fights. In fact, Express Online recently described the Seaside Kingdom boss as one of the best ever in the Mario game. It all revolves around a giant octopus that has bottled up the kingdom's famous sparkle water. The battle takes place over the entire stage and requires Mario to capture the local wildlife to succeed. Another part of the game's appeal is that Super Mario Odyssey contains an old-school surprise or two. With the release date just a few weeks away, the brand new Super Mario Odyssey trailer reveals everything you need to know about the upcoming Nintendo Switch exclusive. Towards the end of the trailer, Mario was shown navigating a construction site while avoiding barrels and collecting coins. This Donkey Kong surprise is set against the backdrop of New Donk City, which is where Pauline resides as mayor. Retro gaming fans will recall that Pauline was captured by Donkey Kong in the classic arcade game. The new trailer also gives fans a look at some of the things Mario can capture with Cappy. This includes a tank, bullet bills, Cheep Cheeps, and lowly Goombas. Super Mario Odyssey has an October 27th release date on Nintendo Switch. Also coming in tonight, more information gets revealed about the upcoming Detective Pikachu movie. Legendary Pictures is rumored to have a few action stars in mind for the main role of Detective Pikachu. According to that hashtag show, Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, Mark Wahlberg, and Dwayne Johnson are actually among the studio's top choices to voice the titular character. However, none of the actors have taken any means yet about the role. Detective Pikachu will be directed by Rob Letterman, with Marvel screenwriter Nicole Perlman and Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch writing the screenplay. The film will begin production in London in January of next year. The massive success of Pokemon Go is said to have fueled the decision to move forward with the film. While a Detective Pikachu video game, dubbed Detective Pikachu: Birth of a New Team, was released in Japan last year, the game has yet to make its way to the West. Are you excited about this Detective Pikachu movie and already going to see it? Let us know in the comments. Next up tonight, LEGO Dimensions production is coming to an end. It appears as though another Toys to Life series has joined fray of discontinuation. Following the news of Disney Infinity's termination and Skylanders' pause from releasing new games comes the sad cancellation of LEGO Dimensions, an act that arrived 1 year earlier than planned. While this information hasn't been officially confirmed by the Dimensions publisher, Warner Brothers, Eurogamer sources have informed the media outlet that the series has come to a stop. Originally, those behind LEGO Dimensions projected a 3-year plan before the first game launched in 2015. Popular franchises like Lord of the Rings, Scooby-Doo, and Doctor Who were tied to the games and products in the very beginning, roping in fans of the beloved characters and stories. While these initial releases have caused Dimensions to take off, often spurring stores to sell out of their stock, later releases didn't offer as much incentive to buy the product due to overrepresentation of figurine packs. With the packs' inclusion of LEGO components, bricks, figurines, and etc., high-quality products that require more expensive manufacturing than those of other Toys to Life competitors, Dimensions had a more difficult time selling at its price point. These pieces require individual manufacturing molds to be made, and as a limited run item cannot therefore be mass produced or stored for a future use when no longer needed. Dimensions use many of these unique pieces in its sets. If a set did not sell, it affected the entire franchise's bottom line. In turn, the stock at retailers was eventually marked down to discount prices, and at that nearly complete. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and also hit the bell as well for new videos every day, every week. What's going on, all of my fellow Joy-Con boys and girls? This is your boy, Nintendo Logan. We're once again back at it again here. With once again another stream for you guys here. And so, as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and are a big fan of Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2, definitely, as always, make sure you guys click that subscribe button and make sure you guys turn on that notification bell as well, so you never miss out on all the latest coverage every single Wednesday through Saturday, mainly focusing on Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2. And then if something that piques your interest, then this is the place for you all. And would seriously really help out the channel a ton, and especially to be a part of our amazing community that we have here on this YouTube channel. So yeah, as always, thanks to everybody for supporting our content throughout the we have here on the channel for you guys, and make sure you guys see how we keep on doing so, especially going into the near future. Because like I said, your support very much is appreciated as always, to keep this content going for you guys and also. But anyways, what is everybody coming into the stream right now? Now maybe just joining us right now in the chat if you guys are watching this live right now. Or maybe you guys are missing out on the stream. Maybe you guys are watching the replay later on. Regardless of how you guys are watching the stream, hopefully once again everybody's having a great Friday. Which definitely, happy Friday to everybody watching the stream right now. As of course, as always, it's the first day of the upcoming weekend here and whatnot. Oh, I drew a blank on what I was going to say there. I don't even know why I do that a lot sometimes, but so yeah, but definitely once again, happy Friday to everybody watching the stream right now. And I was, as you guys don't know, because it is Friday, we are here to once again doing another episode of our Friday morning show that we do every single Friday morning at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific time. Of course, recapping over the latest Nintendo news from the past week. And that is, of course, Nintendo News Roundup that we're very much going to be doing once again for today's stream. As we do have a lot of news that came out this week recently, and there was some pretty big stuff that happened this week, and we once again are going to be recapping it all and talking about it with you all during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited about this once again as always. And of course, if you all are, make sure you guys have a show support down below by smashing up that like button if you guys are looking forward to today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And plus also, if you guys also want to become a member in our amazing Discord community as well, all that info is going to be down in the description below for you guys. If you guys want to know how to join our Discord server, if you guys have not yet joined it, it's someone to become an official member in there, to not only be a part of our streams, but to also try to interact with us when we're not really streaming either in the future as well. So once again, I would really highly recommend you guys join our Discord server if you guys have not yet joined it. And because like I always say, we got a lot of amazing people that are in our Discord server that you guys will definitely want to be a part of as well. So, but also, if you are not yet subscribed to the Nintendo Loaded Clips channel, Logan's Pokemon TV series review, the main Ultra Joy-Con game channel, and also Ultra Joy-Con game live, some of those channel links will be in the description below, as well as on the main page of our YouTube channel as well. And also, one more thing I want to mention for you guys here. Make sure you guys stay tuned right after Nintendo News Roundup for the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate on the Switch 2, which we're going to be doing another episode of this series. Like I said, right after Nintendo News Roundup officially wraps up. So make sure you guys do stay tuned for this, and I seriously cannot wait to continue on once again with this game once again, because I know I've been saying this a lot, but I'm just speaking true facts. I'm seriously really enjoying this game a lot, though, and really can't wait to continue on with it once again after the stream wraps up. But of course, if you guys did not do that stuff, you do not hit that like button either. Once again, as always, Reggie Feasmate is going to come out here and say, "What's wrong with you?" If Now you guys don't do any of that stuff there, so anyways, without further ado, we're gonna go check the audio levels real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started with the stream here, so. Okay, so let's see how the audio levels are. Alright, so let me just, well actually before you have to get started here, let me just do one thing here real quick. Just gotta send the link out to some more people here for the stream. Okay, so let me just do that there. Okay, there we go. Okay, looks like the rest of the stream is good with the audio levels. Alright, looks like we're all good right now, so with the stream and with, like I said, the audio levels there. So, without any further ado, we're not going to waste more of you guys' time, and we're going to go ahead and get straight into all of our news topics that we have for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And we're going to kick things off with our first news item with the stream. And as you guys all know, right at the beginning of this week, on Sunday, we basically just had a Super Mario Galaxy movie direct, which pretty much was a direct kind of showcasing the Mario Galaxy movie once again. And we got yet another trailer for this upcoming movie that will be releasing in theaters in April of 2026. And this, honestly, this trailer was amazing now. And of course, if you guys want to see my overall full live reaction on the Mario Galaxy movie trailer that we recently just got, it is available right now to watch on our YouTube channel. You'll have to, of course, go to the video section to actually see my actual full reaction on the Mario Galaxy movie trailer that we recently got. But it was something pretty amazing now, as it debuted a bunch of different new characters that we have not yet seen, pretty much revealed up until now. And one of the biggest additions is what you guys are seeing right now on your screen. Everybody's favorite green dinosaur, Yoshi. Yoshi finally at last, after so many different leaks, with the Pillsbury leak, and then also with the Old Spice ones and all that, we finally got to see Yoshi officially revealed in this movie. And man, he looks incredible though, to be honest. Like, the way they're doing Yoshi in this movie, I am absolutely loving every single moment of this, some of the things, some of like the different scenes that we've seen Yoshi in and whatnot. Like, it is so adorable, like, with him, with the way they revealed him with, coming out of the pipe when Mario and Luigi were saving him in that pyramid, when he was speaking out of the pipe. And especially when he was, up against the big old T-Rex of Mario Odyssey as well, where he did that little roar, with the T-Rex and all that. That was actually pretty adorable, the way he sounded with that little roar there and whatnot, so, but yeah, honestly no, Nintendo and Universal and Illumination, they definitely nailed Yoshi's design right here, and are definitely nailing the overall character, in this movie and all that. Now, another thing too as well, there was another trailer that also did come out, a few hours after the main trailer actually did come out, where, they actually, once again, did show Yoshi in the movie once again. But actually, there's like one particular part where there's like a chain chomp coming right at him, and he like actually eats the chain chomp, and then has the chain chomp's teeth and all that. That was like pretty funny though, seeing that, like Yoshi eating that chain chomp, and then this having the teeth of the chain chomp, and then doing a little bark there as well. Honestly though, I just really can't wait to see Yoshi in the rest of this movie with how he's going to be playing in some of these different scenarios that are going to be going on and all that. But also, did it also reveal Birdo from Mario 2 is going to be in this? We got Mouser from Mario 2 as well. We also got Lakitu also that we also did see in the trailer too. So yeah, there's a bunch of decal characters that we have not yet seen yet in this movie that we finally got to see in the trailer. And like I said before, more and more we see more of this Mario Galaxy movie, I seriously can't wait to see this. And I'm so hoping I can get to go see it in the theaters once it does release in about a few months from now. And now what's on about this is, they originally said that the Mario Galaxy movie was going to release on April 3rd, but they actually bumped up the release date by 2 days. So now the Mario Galaxy movie will be releasing in theaters on April 1st. So April 1st is the brand new release date for this upcoming film. And it's kind of funny how it's on April Fool's Day as well, when this movie is going to be making its debut and whatnot. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts so far on the Mario Galaxy movie trailer that we recently just got at the beginning of this week once again. And like I said, we do have a full live reaction on this Mario Galaxy movie direct plus trailer that's up right now once again on our YouTube channel. So once again, on this channel, make sure you guys go to the video section and make sure you guys search on my reaction on this trailer, so you guys can get my overall reaction and overall thoughts of what I thought about this once again. And so, yeah, what do you guys think about the recent trailer that we just got in for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? And let me know if you guys are excited about seeing Yoshi in this movie, and what are you guys mostly overall excited about with this upcoming movie where it releases in theaters on April 1st. Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, speaking of Nintendo Directs, still kind of sticking to that topic, we recently also just had a Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct that recently we just got actually yesterday by the time we're actually recording this. And like I already said with the Mario Galaxy Movie Direct, if you guys want to see an overall live reaction on the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct, that is also up right now on our YouTube channel for you guys to go check out for yourself. But we actually do have all the different things that are pretty much recapped from the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct that we're going to be pretty much mentioning here. And I actually did get some more new gameplay, and also a release date for when this game will be making its debut on both the Switch 1 and also on the Switch 2 as well. And so all this information is coming from NintendoEverything.com, and this is the information that we have in the official recap from the recent Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct. And so this is what the article says here with the details. In the recent Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct presentation, Nintendo shared a closer look at the first new entry in the Tomodachi Life series in more than 10 years. And some of the elements that players can look out for when the game launches for the Nintendo Switch 1 system is on April 16th, 2026. So that is the official confirmed release date for Tomodachi Life Living the Dream when it releases on both Switch 1 and also on the Switch 2. With this on once again, April 16th of 2026. Just like a week or two after the Mario Galaxy movie releases, and also the game will also be playable on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. In the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game, players can create Mii characters based on family, friends, and anyone they can imagine, and have them inhabit a vibrant, I'm not sure how you say this, eclectic island where almost anything can happen. Customize Mii characters right down to their personalities, little quirks, and living spaces. Then see what weird and wonderful things they'll get up to. Give them an occasional nudge to divulge on what's on their minds, help them solve life's problems, cultivate their friendships, and more. In this game, time passes the same way as the real world, so try and drop in on your Mii characters daily as they continue their life on their best island lives. And so now they also have all the official information that they pretty much did talk about during this recent direct here. So Mii characters with character. In Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, players can fully customize and envision Mii characters as family, friends, and more. Your experience can differ based on the Miis you create as residents, so feel free to experiment and grow your island population. Create mini Miis. There are two ways to create Mii characters. Choose Get Help to answer questions about their facial features, or from scratch to select the various face types, hairstyles, eyes, and more. There are many parts to choose from, some of which are new to this game, and you can create even more imaginative looking Miis with robust face paint options too. After that, you can customize their name, height, body type, gender, voice, and aspects of their personality according to how quirky they are, their energy levels, and more. Help residents connect. Once created, Miis will need some help getting on their feet. One way to do this is to bring various residents together. Draw Miis near each other, and in different situations might play out. They may discuss their favorite foods or bond over their love of monster trucks. Once acquainted, the Miis will be able to interact on their own. You can also have up to 8 residents live together as roommates. And they'll react differently when sharing a home. With multiple Miis under one roof, some unexpected dramas may unfold. Visit island shops and facilities. Help Miis discover their favorite eats and culinary curiosities at Fresh Kingdom Food Mart. Pick up a range of everyday attire and outdoor outfits at Wear Clothing. Revamp rooms and living spaces at TNC Reno Home Supply. There are even rooms for Miis who dream of sleeping in a supermarket or a library. Shop for recently priced items that change depending on the time of day at the marketplace. Gather island decorations at Quick Build amenities. Tune in to the MMN news station to keep up with the Miis and everyday happenings on the island. And stage a fun photo op for Miis at Phototomo, Photography, and more. Palette House Workshop. Create a wide range of elements at this artsy workshop to further envision island life. Design pets for Mii characters, draft out custom drinks, sketch a resident's favorite TV show, decorate a special item of clothing, draw the exterior of a house and ground tiles, and go wild by creating original items for your island too. Make your island yours. Change up your island's aesthetic with landscape items such as trees, plants, benches, vending machines, bouncy playground rides, and more. Move shops and houses around. Expand areas of land and more based on suggestions from residents or personal preference. More ways to customize. And add some flourishes to me characters by giving them little quirks that can give them even more individuality. Like poses they may strike, how they enjoy their food, or having them toss and turn while they sleep, for example. You can also give them favorite phrases to spice up their sentences. Try finding little quirks that fit each me. Tomodachi Life Living the Dream launches on Nintendo Switch 1 and Nintendo Switch 2 on April 16th, and the game will also be playable on Switch 2. Pre-orders will be available on the eShop and the My Nintendo store. Actually, as of right now, once again, by the time I'm actually recording this once again here, so once information that was shared during the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct, and I have to be honest though, throughout this direct when we were talking about some of the stuff that we can expect here, especially with all the different other things that we're pretty much mentioning, they were like some of the scenarios that were showing off. They were pretty funny though, and, like pretty dumb, but like, absolutely hilarious at the same time. Now, like after seeing all this brand new gameplay for Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, I'm just been more and more excited about this game, even more though, to be honest. Like with all the different things that we can like honestly anything can happen in Tomodachi Life. Not what they showed up here in this direct, but definitely when we play the game ourselves, we're probably not going to expect anything here. So we're going to have to expect the unexpected when it comes to playing this game and whatnot. So, but as I mentioned yesterday too, when like the town customization stuff and all that, I seriously do think there's going to be lots of people that are going to be like customizing like their own different towns. One in particular, doing like different recreations of like some of the cities and all from like some of like the Pokemon series and all that, like from the games, and maybe most possibly if anybody is up for it, maybe do some of like the towns from like the anime and all that. So, like the Pokemon anime in this case, but. One thing we have to see what people can create with these different towns, since the island and towns can be pretty much customized and all that. So, once again, to let you guys know, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is releasing on Switch 1 on April 16, 2026, and also will be playable on the Switch 2 as well. Now, I honestly don't know what the Switch, playing this game on the Switch 2 is going to be like. We don't know if it's going to be like an increased resolution and all these other different enhancements for if you're playing this game on Switch 2, but time will definitely tell once we actually play the game from ourselves, because obviously we're going to be playing this on the Switch 2 ourselves, so yeah, what you guys think about all the different information that was shared from the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct, and let me know if you guys are going to be picking this game up when it officially launches on April 16th, and of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And real quick, just I just need to do one thing here real quick. I was looking at, I noticed my Switch to Pro Controller was about to die here, and I gotta make sure I charge it before Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, just gonna get this charged up real quick. Total side note there, honestly, like totally off topic for what we're talking about here, but anyways, besides me just getting up unexpectedly to charge my Switch 2 Pro Controller, let's move on to our next news item right now. And we're still talking about Nintendo Directs here, as there is a brand new rumor about a Nintendo Direct happening sometime next week. And pretty much the rumored date for this upcoming Nintendo Direct is going to be on February 5th. So, then we do take this at a huge struggle to solve. I mean, at this point, honestly, we already know it's definitely going to happen 100%, but we really don't know what this Direct is actually going to end up being like. Like, when this first was announced, well, first of all, if you guys want to know what the actual rumor is actually coming from, and it's coming from one of the most reliable and most credible leakers when it comes to specifically Nintendo leaks, because this guy literally got the reveal of the Switch 2 pretty much right and all that when it made its debut all the way back in January of last year. He was like spot on with the date on when we can expect the Switch 2 to be officially revealed, and that person is Nate the Hate. So Nate the Hate is officially back, and it's talking about an upcoming Nintendo Direct that possibly will be happening sometime next week. And like I said, the rumored date is on February 5th once again. Now, what we're going to be reading right here, this one is going to disappoint a lot of you people if you guys didn't really hear the news about this, but we're going to go ahead and read some of the details that we have for this upcoming Nintendo Direct. And so this article is coming from GameSpot.com. And this is the information that we have for what Nate the Hate said about this upcoming Nintendo Direct for next week. And Devin, make sure you guys brace yourselves here. Devin going with low expectations. And so this is what the article says here. The first major Nintendo Direct of 2026 will be held the first week of February, according to a noted insider. Nate the Hate said on his podcast this week, quote, "From what I've been told, the first Direct of 2026 will be held during the opening week of February." He said the event may take place on Thursday, February 5th, though he was not able to confirm this with his best contacts. He said he will let people know if things change, but right now, that seems to be the timetable that I'm hearing from my contacts from what Nate the Hate said. He wanted to say that there is consensus building that a Direct will take place in the first week of February. Nate the Hate originally said he was not sure if the rumored Direct would be for first-party games or would be a partner showcase. But recently, yesterday, he said it will be, quote, a partner showcase, and that Direct should happen on February 5th, from what he's actually saying. Beyond Nintendo, well, of course, they're already talking about a Sony State of Play as well, which Nate the Hate also kind of did talk about that. But we're not talking about no Sony PlayStation State event here. We're here to talk about the rumored Nintendo Direct, because that's what we're mainly all about here. So there you guys go. That's pretty much what Nate the Hate has said about what kind of Nintendo Direct we can expect for next week. He's pretty much saying that instead of a general Nintendo Direct, which I know lots of you who are watching this video, I know you guys are going to be very disappointed to hear that news. Like, am I disappointed about hearing that news? Like, I'm sort of a little bit, but if we get a partner showcase instead of a full general Direct for February, I'll be completely fine with it, though. Because, at least in my opinion, hear me out here. Like, in my opinion, the third-party support on the Switch 2 has been absolutely fantastic, though. Cyberpunk 2077, Street Fighter 6, Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrated, which we recently just got, Madden, and all these other third-party games that we've had on the Switch 2, they have just been absolutely just insanely incredible, though, in my opinion. Like, I really don't care if you actually do get a partner showcase, because at this point, any third-party game could be possible on the Switch 2. Because we're now looking at the Switch 2 with its hardware and how powerful the system is, and how it's able to run these, like really big, massive third-party AAA games. It's like, we don't have to worry about weak hardware, or like how we have to deal with the Switch 1. It's like, now it's like any third-party game can come to the Switch 2, and we just never know what kind of third-party games could end up coming next to the Switch 2 as well. And even think about it too, there are some third-party games that we still don't have release dates for yet. Like, we don't have the release date for Elden Ring on Switch 2. We still don't got the date for Borderlands 4, which we honestly don't know when that game is coming, like with Borderlands 4. And also with the Dust Bloods, that game that Nintendo's collaborating with From Software, with that big Switch 2 exclusive. There's going to be an opportunity to announce not only some third-party games that we don't even know about, with, like I said, Elden Ring, also with, what was it called? Borderlands 4, and also the Dust Bloods, and maybe some other third-party games that we do not yet know about that could be announced during this partner showcase. And there could be some pretty big ones as well. Like, there were some rumors about Starfield possibly coming to Switch 2, and there's also a rumor that we recently talked about in last week's episode of Nintendo News Roundup with a Kingdom Hearts, with that Kingdom Hearts collection coming to the Switch 2 as well, with all three of the Kingdom Hearts games being like native versions on the Switch 2. So maybe if this ends up being a partner showcase, this actually could be a pretty good one, but I know a lot of people aren't really big fans of partner showcases and all that, but we'll never to see what actually ends up happening next week, and whenever it ends up happening, of course, we'll be talking about it in next week's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, recapping everything that was announced during whatever Nintendo Direct we actually end up getting next week. If it does end up being a partner showcase, or maybe it might change and be a general Direct, but at this point, though, I think we're going to expect a Nintendo Direct partner showcase next week. So yeah, what do you guys think about everything that was talked about here? When Nate the Hate saying that a Nintendo Direct is happening next week on February 5th, and also going to be a Nintendo Direct partner showcase, from what he's pretty much saying. And so, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, the next news item, and finally moving away from Nintendo Directs, we are now going to be talking about the Virtual Boy NSO And then so we recently just got an overview trailer for the Virtual Boy Nintendo Switch Online that will be making its debut on both Switch 1 and Switch 2 on February 17th, which is in a few weeks from now. As once again, like I already mentioned before, we recently just got an overview trailer as Nintendo highlights all of the games that are going to be releasing for this brand new NSO service, and especially some big, unexpected, unreleased games that were never released for the Virtual Boy when it originally came out, like back in the day. Once again, and so let's go over all the details that we have from this Virtual Boy NSO app, and especially with all the games that were announced for the service. And this information is once again coming from IGN.com. And this is the all the information that we have for the Virtual Boy NSO from the overview trailer that you guys are seeing on the screen right now. And so this is what the article says here. Nintendo Virtual Boy games are headed to Switch 1 and Switch 2 via the Nintendo Switch Online subscription service next month. And 2 titles that have never been released before are also confirmed to be coming. Nintendo's infamous retro virtual reality console, the Virtual Boy, will officially join Nintendo Switch Online on February 17th, following its initial announcement last year. A grand total of 7 Virtual Boy titles will be available at launch, with 9 more to follow at a later date, including Zero Racer and D-Hopper, which never got a public release back in the day. So those are the 2 games that they're talking about that were never released for the Virtual Boy, even back in the day. Once again, Zero Racer and D-Hopper, which I think that's a pretty big deal for a lot of people. Originally released by Nintendo in 1995, the Virtual Boy never gained mainstream momentum and was quickly scrapped. The console has become a collector's item in the years since, while its games have remained hard to access until now. And of course the article continues on here. However, not only would you need a Nintendo Switch Online plus a expansion pack subscription to access Virtual Boy games, you also need a dedicated Virtual Boy accessory to view their stereoscopic 3D visuals. And you'll have 2 options here. Either the standard Virtual Boy for Switch 1 or the Switch 2 accessory that Nintendo's selling for $100, or a cheaper cardboard alternative that's priced at a lower $25. At launch, you'll be able to rewind gameplay, create save states, and remap controls, similar to the other Nintendo Switch Online platforms. In the future, you'll also be able to change the screen's color too. There's no word on when further games will arrive after the Virtual Boy's February 17th arrival. For now, here's the full launch lineup and what to expect down the line for the Virtual Boy NSO. And so, these are all the games that we can expect for the Virtual Boy NSO service. So at launch, on February 17th, we have Galactic Pinball, Tower Boxer, Red Alarm, Virtual Boy Wario Land, aka the only good Virtual Boy game on the Virtual Boy, with Wario Land, 3D Tetris, Golf, and a mention of Innsmouth. And so those are all the games that are going to be there at launch once you open up the Virtual Boy NSO on February 17th. And then coming soon, later on in 2026 and beyond, we got Jack Bros, Mario Clash, Mario Tennis, Space Invaders Virtual Collection, Virtual Bowling, Vertical Force, V Tetris, Zero Racers, and D-Hopper. And so those are all the games that we can expect for the Virtual Boy NSO service when not only releases on February 17th, but also later on in 2026 and beyond. Not a bad lineup though. Like, even though the Virtual Boy obviously really didn't have that many games because of how poorly it sold back in the day, it's so cool to see that once again we're getting 2 unreleased games that have never been released before. Like, I say something like how Nintendo's been doing that lately. Like, just going back through the back catalog, just looking at all the classic games that they discontinued or never really released like to the public back in the day, and they're re-releasing them for the modern era, so we can all check them out for the first time ever. Well, once again, I know when people immediately saw Zero Racer and D-Hopper being the 2 games that were never released on the Virtual Boy NSO. I know people were going crazy for that. I know a lot of people are definitely going to go in immediately and check out Zero Racer and D-Hopper when those games, whenever those games do release, because we obviously really don't know when they're going to be dropping. But for the launch lineup, though, I don't think it's not that bad, though. Like, again, you got like Red Alarm, Tower Boxer, Galactic Pinball, 3D Tetris, all the other games that we mentioned. But I know the big one, obviously, is going to be, like I said, the only good Virtual Boy game on the service, that being Virtual Boy Wario Land. So, I know a lot of people are going to be checking out Virtual Boy Wario Land, because I know I keep saying this, but a lot of people say that's like the only good Virtual Boy game on the that was on the Virtual Boy back in the day. And another thing too as well, thankfully Nintendo's going to add color options as well. So if you don't want to be staring at the red and black, because personally for myself, I obviously want to do it because I do not want to get no eye strain or don't want to get no headache or migraine. Staring at the red and black stuff and all that. So thankfully Nintendo's adding the different options to like customize the different color options, so you don't have to do like the default red and black and whatnot. But what's odd about it is they're actually adding this like way later and not having this at launch. Why in the world does Nintendo need to have this like color option released after the Virtual Boy NSO releases? I don't know. It's really weird, honestly, but at least we know it is. It is definitely coming like in the future. So, and so what do you guys think about all the information that was shared from the Virtual Boy NSO service that we pretty much got in this overview trailer? And let me know if you guys are going to be picking up the Virtual Boy accessory, either the $100 version or the cardboard version for $25. When all this releases once again on February 17th. Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, the next news item, we have yet another brand new game release that was just announced not too long ago. And that is for the Disney Afternoon Collection, which has officially been confirmed to be coming to both the Switch 1 and also on the Switch 2. And for you people picking this up on the Switch 2, if you're picking it up physically, it is a full game on the cartridge. So no game key card. It is going to be a full physical release on the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. Well, honestly, it is obviously going to be full on cart on Switch 1, but I know a lot of people were concerned if the Disney Afternoon Collection on Switch 2 was going to be a game key card. But thankfully, that's not going to be the case, actually. It's a full game on the cartridge, just let you guys know there. So, in case you guys are going to be picking up this game physically on the Switch 2 as well. So yeah, this is pretty cool, honestly, that we got another collection announced for the Switch 1 and also for the Switch 2 as well. And some of the games that they're adding, that is honestly pretty cool, though, what they're adding. I always said this was released on other platforms, like, I don't even know when this game originally released on, like, some of the other platforms. But good to see that finally, this collection is finally coming to Switch 1 and Switch 2, and seeing the light of day it deserves on those platforms once again. And so this information is coming from NintendoLife.com, and this is all the information that we have for some of the games and what we can expect for the Disney Afternoon Collection being released on Switch 2 and also on the Switch 1. And so this is what the article says here. Digital Eclipse and Atari have officially announced that the Disney Afternoon Collection is finally coming to Switch 1 and Switch 2, and the release date is February 26, 2026. So that is the release date for the Disney Afternoon Collection, releasing both on Switch 1 and on the Switch 2. And once again, the release date is February 26, 2026. With the added bonus of Goo Troop and Bonkers, this is now the definitive version of the collection. Worth the wait? Yeah, actually. Plus, the game is getting a full physical release on both platforms, and yes, the game is fully on the cartridge on Switch 2. So a real boom for physical collectors. The physical versions also come with 2 sticker sheets, 8 retro milk caps, and 3 collectible cards. And here's a rundown of all the games that are in this collection as well. So first up, Goof Troop from the Super Nintendo. Team up with Goofy and Max, and one of the Shinji Mikami's earliest titles, solving puzzles together to rescue friends from a pirate island. And we also have Bonkers from the SNES as well. Navigate 6 wacky platforming levels in Toontown, filled with Easter eggs for Disney fans. And then we have DuckTales and DuckTales 2 from the NES. One of Capcom's biggest hits. Play as Scrooge McDuck with a cane that doubles as a weapon and a pogo stick. Explore multi-path levels packed with secrets, surprises, and a memorable soundtrack. The sequel is just as fun. And then Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, both 1 and 2. Both also for the NES as well. In this early 8-bit co-op platformer starring lovable chipmunk detectives, players work together to navigate levels, collecting acorns, boxes, and other items to throw at enemies. And a Tailspin also for the NES. Fly through the skies as Baloo in this plane, the Sea Duck, and the side-scrolling shooter. Oh gosh, I can't even read once again. I apologize. Use quick reflexes and ace piloting skills to dodge enemies and bosses. And then finally, Darkwing Duck from the NES. Fight crime as the Wind Terror himself, Darkwing Duck, and battle a variety of enemies with a gas gun. And so yeah, that's all the games that are in this Disney Afternoon Collection of both Switch 1 and Switch 2. So basically, it's added all the games that were originally in the other versions of this collection, with DuckTales 1 and 2, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 1 and 2, then Tailspin and Darkwing Duck. But the two newest additions for this version, Goo Troop and Bonkers, both for the Super Nintendo. So not a bad collection though. If you're a big Disney fan and are looking for some more Disney games to play on both Switch 1 and Switch 2, make sure you guys mark your calendars. Once again, for February 26, 2026, from when this collection will be making its official debut on both of those platforms. And funny thing too, this is releasing 2 days right after my birthday as well. So it's releasing 2 days after my birthday, and literally the day before Resident Evil Requiem and all those other Resident Evil games will be releasing on the Switch 2 as well. So yeah, what do you guys think about all the information that was shared for the Disney Afternoon Collection? Once again, making its official debut on Switch 1 and Switch 2 on February 26th. And let me know if you guys are going to be picking this game up, when you guys are going to get it, either physically or digitally, on either, once again, the Switch 1 or the Switch 2. So, of course, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, the next news item, and this is something like that's actually pretty interesting, and of course I wanted to talk about here. There was recently an ad from Walmart kind of highlighting some games, or kind of advertising the NSO service with, as you all can see right here in the picture, it's highlighting all the different consoles here with the GameCube, GBA, and all the other consoles here. And with some of the games that are on here too on this pamphlet, with Yoshi's Story, Zelda Link to the Past, Mario Party 3, Yoshi's Island, the original Metroid. But wait a second, there's actually one thing that's actually pretty odd about this image. Let me go and see if I can maybe zoom into this right here for you guys. If you guys look right here, let me zoom into it a little bit more. If you guys look right here, we have Metroid Prime 2 Echoes that's highlighted on this advertisement for NSO. And you guys are probably wondering, why are the one of those Metroid Prime 2 highlighted as one of the GameCube games on NSO, even though the game isn't officially out on the GameCube NSO service? This is one of the things that that obviously a lot of people, because we're in the middle of a Nintendo Direct season and we have that rumor about a Nintendo Direct possibly happening. Many people were speculating and Metroid Prime 2 might be possibly coming to the NSO service for the GameCube, possibly sometime in the near future. Honestly, I really like that though, but at this point though, I'm not really sure if it actually could. I'm not sure if it actually could happen or not with Metroid Prime 2 actually making its way to NSO. I'm just kind of thinking they probably would do the remake treatment, like how they do with Metroid Prime 1 when that got the remastered treatment. But I'll be alright if this game actually did come to NSO though, if it wasn't like a remastered version like Metroid Prime 1 was on the Switch 1. Then what's going on here, we also got GoldenEye 007, we got Kirby's Dream Land 2, Mario Kart 64, the original DK arcade game. But wait a second, another game that's on here that's not a part of the NSO service yet, that is Pikmin 2. And also, what's also on about this is that, well, yeah, we technically do have the Pikmin 1 and 2 re-release that released on Switch 1 that we can obviously play on the Switch 2 as well. But I don't know though, like Pikmin 2 is another pretty odd choice on here, and very unexpectedly on this little advertisement as well. So yeah, pretty odd once again how just randomly out of absolutely nowhere we saw Pikmin 2 and also Metroid Prime 2 on the on this little display thing for the NSO service. Even though once again Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2 are obviously not yet released on the GameCube NSO service. But recently Nintendo and Walmart actually did come out and actually did confirm that this advertisement you guys are seeing right here was actually a big mistake, actually. Like, they didn't mean to release this advertisement, especially with Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2 being on here, even though, like I said, these two games are not yet on the service yet. So maybe that does mean right now, is that possibly sometime in the near future, it looks like we could be getting Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2. Even though this advertisement was a mistake, they possibly could be coming sometime in the near future, and we definitely will have to see if they actually do come to the NSO service in the future. But what do you guys think about this advertisement that was shared from Walmart and Nintendo, highlighting their NSO service? And do you guys think now with this advertisement, do you think Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2 possibly could be making its way to the NSO service on the GameCube sometime in the future? Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts as always in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, the next news item, this is our second to last news item that we have for this episode of Nintendo News Roundup. we have a new update for Splatoon 3 with version 11.0.0. Now, we always knew this was coming eventually, but we just didn't really have official details on what to actually expect for the version 11.0 update for Splatoon 3. But now we officially got all the details, and the actual update is actually out right now. So make sure you guys, once again, if you guys have not yet updated Splatoon 3 to the latest update yet, make sure you guys have to do so to make sure you guys are up to date on the latest version of Splatoon 3. But also, they also did give us some official information on some of the brand new features that we have for this brand new update. This brand new update for Splatoon 3. Well, of course, we don't have any new maps announced for the. Well, we didn't have any new maps reveal for this update, and but some of the stuff they actually did show off here, and the brand new quality of life features. They're actually pretty cool, though. That and we're also gonna be pretty much reading them here for you guys here. So all this information is coming from the official Splatoon North American X account. And that's all the information that we have for the brand new features that were added for the version 11.0 update for Splatoon 3. And so the first thing is a flow aura. The flow aura state will stay active for a while, but its duration will be increased if you get additional splats, or assist your allies in getting more splats. We found that continuing to win dramatically decreases the chances of losing. As you guys can see right here in the video that they posted along with it, this is what the flow aura pretty much looks like during battle. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool how you know, when you keep on splitting up your opponents, like you know, like it looks like it'll bring a lot more ink out on the stage, and then make it like flash for a little bit there. But yeah, pretty cool right there with that little flow aura stuff. So let's see here. The next one we have, that's the Square Research Lab research team is proud to present new findings about version 11.0. First up is the flow aura state. If you splat multiple opponents without getting splatted yourself, you'll automatically end the ground around you, and your physical abilities will be slightly improved. So yeah, at least I did give us a little bit more information about the flow aura stuff. So you'll pretty much have a lot more ink that'll splat around you, like a lot more than well, it's kind of hard to explain, but like he's saying, it is pretty much showing you right here in the video what it actually does there. But then another thing as well. Version 11.0 also adds a new visual indicator of how much health, damage, inkling, or octolane has left. Use this info to help you see which of your allies is in trouble, or decide if it's time to push the advantage. Further research shows that your opponent's health will only be visible to you if they're in line of your sight, and only for a few seconds after they've been damaged. Opponents submerged in ink or behind cover will also have their health concealed. So yeah, I know that's pretty much a pretty big thing here with that I did also add here. That's gonna add a lot more stuff to you know, different competitive players and all that. Because you know, originally when you're splitting up your opponents, it'll be kind of hard to tell like how much more damage they have left from actually getting spotted and all that. So they did add a health bar so that over your opponents, so they can actually see like how much more health they're at, and so you know, like if you need to help them out, or maybe like push the advantage a little bit more. I really like how they actually did add that. That's like probably the big thing that they added in this update is a health bar. And also in the version of 11.0, Inklings and Octolane's hitboxes when in squid form and when submerged in ink will be smaller than before and harder to hit. And so you can see right here in the screenshot what they're actually talking about. So this is what it originally was at version 10.1.0, and this is what it now looks like in the version 11.0 update. To adjust for this change, each main weapon has now a slightly larger hitbox that can hit Inkling or Octoling forms more often. Additionally, weapons with shorter ranges will now have slightly larger hitboxes on their attacks. Man, we better be careful about that, though, honestly. So now I increase it, apparently, with all that. The research continues. In version 11.0, if you have the stealth jump gear ability equipped and super jump to a faraway location, your flight time will take longer. Additionally, weapon balance updates will be included, which is not a big surprise there. The version 11.0 update drops on January 29th, which is already available right now once again. So yeah, pretty cool stuff that they added for this version 11.0 update for Splatoon 3 once again. I would say just small little new things that they added with once again the health bar stuff, which is probably the big new feature here with the health bar stuff. But also all the other things that they didn't talk about with this version 11.0 update. And maybe most possibly, because we're doing this Friday Switch gaming stream later on tonight, maybe I might post some Splatoon to actually check out some of the stuff in this version 11.0 update. So if anyone that's watching this stream right now that wants to run Splatoon 3 with us later on tonight, during our Friday Switch gaming stream, definitely let me know. And as I also really do want to do Splatoon so that we can check out some of the stuff for this version 11.0 update for this game. And so yeah, what do you guys think about all the new stuff that was added for this version 11.0 update for Splatoon 3? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, the final news item that we have of the stream here, and speaking of brand new updates for certain games, we have yet another brand new update, this time for Kirby Air Riders on the Switch 2. And as once again, we have a new update, version 1.3.0, and there's a lot of different new things that they added for this brand new update for Kirby Air Riders. But once again, version 1.3.0. So once again, if you guys don't know you have updated Kirby Air Riders to this latest update, make sure you guys ever do so to make sure you guys are up to date on the latest version of this game once again. And so we got all the official patch notes and all the new details that we have for this brand new update once again for this brand new version 1.3.0 update for Kirby Air Riders. And so for general, Game Share is now supported. Press the buttons at the bottom of the title screen to access the Game Share screen, where you can choose between people nearby or game chat. A new game mode, Grand Prix, is now available for air ride matches and paddocks. Players will participate in multiple races, where the winner is determined by overall points. A new rule set, Sub-In series, is now available in paddocks. This allows for continuous matches while subbing in players. 2 players can now participate in paddocks and quick matches from a single Nintendo Switch 2 system. The popular search condition in the buy section of the machine market has been changed to random. The Transform Star's bike type form can now be edited in the My Machine Applied decal screen. Once a decal is applied to our Transform Star in either form, we will now be able to edit decals with the other form until all existing decals have been removed. You can now delete individual records for each machine in Personal Best. Previously, when swapping to a vacant machine or sealing a machine, while your special could have been triggered in City Trial, your special gauge will decrease. Now the special gauge will be maintained, so you'll be able to still trigger your special after swapping to or sealing a machine. The walk-on range when swapping to a vacant machine in City Trial has been adjusted. In City Trial, you can now tilt the left stick down or press the down button to discard a copy ability without triggering your special. The version is now displayed in the lower left corner of the screen after crossing the finish line in Time Attack. When drawing or otherwise disconnected during an online match and a friends-only paddock, when all are subject due to penalties. So, that's pretty cool stuff that they added for this update for this version 1.3.0 update for Kirby Air Riders. Definitely the big new feature here, and probably one of the biggest ones overall of all the overall stuff that we pretty much read here for this update, is definitely Game Share. So, it looks like it's not only going to be for local game share, but it's also going to be for online game share as well. So pretty cool once again for people to get a chance to play this game, and they really don't technically own Kirby Air Riders. So you can pretty much just start a game share session on your Switch 2, then again stream it to other people that really don't have the game, and with people nearby, or you can also pretty much use game chat when you're using the game share stuff on Kirby Air Riders once again. So, once again, like I said, pretty cool stuff that they added for this update. And man, they're just adding more and more really cool features for Kirby Air Riders as more and more updates keep on rolling out here. So yeah, what do you guys think overall about this brand new update for Kirby Air Riders with this brand new update and all the details that we pretty much read for this update? And like I said, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And so yeah, that is all the news topics that we have for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, let me see. I'm not sure if we have that many comments in the chat here that we can read before we officially wrap things up here. Well, maybe I'll just read a couple right here. So yeah, let's go to YouTube chat right now, and I want to see what you guys have to say overall about some of the news topics we discussed in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any thoughts about all the stuff we talked about here, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the chat right here so we can see what you guys are saying right here. So, but then I do want to give huge shout outs to everybody that's in the chat. So shout outs to Tails, aka Mr. PNG. We also have the homie Nathaniel, and then the homie King Mike is also in the chat as well. So for anybody that was with us during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, shout out to you guys there, and thank you all for coming by once again here to discuss these different news topics with us here. So let's see. As King Mike says, I can't believe we're getting two amazing things in April. The second Mario movie and Tomodachi Life. You know, honestly though, Nintendo so far in April is definitely cooking now. With that Mario Galaxy movie, and also with Tomodachi Life, living the dream as well. I mean, Nintendo for so far in April, like I said, is just cooking, man. And especially we got Pragmata releasing as well on the Switch too. Well, I mean, even though that's a game of Capcom, but Nintendo is releasing on the Switch too, so... Goodness gracious, so much stuff coming out for Nintendo in April. Let's see, well darn, I was hoping for an actual direct, not a partner showcase. Yeah, like I mentioned before, I was really hoping for a general direct as well myself, but... Like I said, no matter if we do actually still end up getting an actual general Nintendo Direct or a partner showcase next week in February, I would still be pretty fine with it, with either one of those there. Because even if it was a partner showcase, I really want to see what other third-party games we could possibly get for the Switch 2 that we don't know about. Let's see, why does Tomodachi Life looks like it's a console version of Mitomo and Sao Savvy having a baby and can't... Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, Snails. I don't know what you were thinking with that, but... Man, I can kind of see what you mean by that there. So... Oh man, but man, I can't forget about Mitomo though. I've played for sure at this point though. We have all forgotten about Mitomo, honestly, and we even forgot that it was even a game as well. I can't believe that was like so long ago, especially when Nintendo discontinued that game. Even though probably like one or two people probably when Mitomo was out on mobile, probably only like one or two people probably played that. So. I was thinking we can maybe read one more comment right here before I wrap things up for Nintendo News Roundup for today. But like I already mentioned before, make sure you guys do stay tuned. Right after Nintendo News Roundup officially wraps up, I'm going to be doing the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrated, so make sure you guys do stay tuned for that after the stream. Just letting you guys know. Alright, so we don't have any more comments right here in the chat. Looks like I'm not really seeing any. Oh my god, I just see Taylor's mentioned about, Nathaniel was in the chat mentioning about Nationwide there. Again, not really sure why you're mentioning that, but... Oh, and speaking of Nathaniel, putting an E right there in the chat as well. I see it there, Nathaniel. Let's see, I've honestly never heard of Mitomo. Yeah, honestly though, it was very interesting, but like I said, I've never played it before. I think I did have that game. I think on my... I'm not sure if I actually did download it or not. I can't remember at all. But so Mitomo was a TTS mobile game made by... Wait, was it really though? Was it really made by the developer? Not really too sure if it was, but if it actually was, that's actually pretty funny right there. If that actually was the case there. So, alright, but anyways, I don't think there's much more else to even talk about with all these different news topics we discussed today. So what you guys think overall about all these different news topics we discussed in today's episode of the show? Of course, if you guys have thoughts about all the stuff we talked about today, as always, keep up with your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'd still love to hear your guys' overall thoughts about all the stuff we talked about in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So anyways, with that, that's overall going to do it for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, thanks everybody for coming by for the stream, and like I said, thanks everybody for hanging out with us during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. I really hope to see you guys during our next stream here in about a few minutes, when once again we do the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate once again. Well, until then, if you guys enjoyed today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup overall, and want to keep up to date on more coming episodes of the show every single Friday, make sure you guys once again give the stream a thumbs up on your way out. And if you guys are brand new to the channel too, make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys turn on that notification bell as well, so you guys do not miss out on more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup every single Friday at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific Time, recapping all the latest Nintendo news from the past week. But also keep up to date on more upcoming Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2 content next in the near future as well. And so with that, that's overall going to do it for me, boy Nintendo Logan, and I'm going to be signing up with the stream once again. And yeah, I will of course see you guys here in about a few minutes for the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So, peace out, love you guys, God bless, have a great day, watch Roundups, be blessed, and we'll see you guys here in a few minutes for Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, we hope to see you guys then, and may God bless you all, and we'll see you in a few minutes. What's up, Joy-Con gang? I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys want to see up to date on more upcoming videos in the near future on the channel, make sure you guys click that subscribe button to be a part of our amazing Joy-Con gang community. Plus, also, be sure to enable that notification bell to all to be notified and not miss a single new upload on this channel every single week. And if you all also want to stay up to date on more upcoming events for this channel, and even see some exclusive behind the scenes stuff as well, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NintendoLoganYT for exclusive posts you will not see anywhere else on this channel in the future, from posting my amiibos or whatever kind of stuff you guys want to see on my Instagram, and especially in the near future, maybe do some like live Instagram hangouts with you guys as well. And lastly, if you all enjoy all the moments that we have on the channel as well, make sure you guys consider checking out our Nintendo Loaded Clips channel as well, which is pretty much our second YouTube channel, when we upload new clips on there every Monday and Wednesday, where you can check out all of our past funny and epic moments that I bet you guys will definitely enjoy for sure there, because we got a lot of funny clips on there once again. And of course, if you guys do none of that, as I always say, one person very in particular is going to be saying, what's wrong with you if you guys don't do none of that? And that's pretty much right to Beastmate. He's going to be telling you what's wrong with you until you do all the stuff you guys see on the right side of me here. And I do promise you guys that. So, alright, but anyways guys, so that's going to do it for your boy Nintendo Logan here for this video. And I'm going to be signing off for this video once again. So, I will see you guys in the next video. And peace out. And love you guys. God bless. And have a great day, everybody. Peace out, Joy-Con gang. What's up, Joy-Con?